Hello, this is Josh Blaylock, your County Commissioner here in District 2 of LeFlore County, coming to you this week with the Commissioner Corner. We didn't get to record a show last week. I was in Oklahoma City up there, had some classes to go to, a little bit of training and whatnot. Good trip, learned a lot, met a lot of new people, made new friends, ran into a guy. I'd heard of him and knew his dad a little bit, but I never had the opportunity to meet him. He's actually Adair County's District 2 new commissioner. He'll take office in January. Name of Alan Starr. Great guy, good Christian guy. He owns the sale barn there in Stillwell. Got talking to him and asked him, how did that come about, buying a sale barn? Because it's not something just a lot of people go out and do. And he told me the story, and it really resonated with me. I'll give you kind of a condensed down version of it. Him and his wife was living in Little Rock, and the boy Stetson at the time, and they really wanted to go back home to Stillwell. They were both born and raised there. Both their folks still lived there. That's where their roots was, so they started praying about it. Asking the Lord, if this is your will, make us a way. Show us how to get there, how to get back home. And it wasn't long after that, the current owner of the sale barn had a brain aneurysm while driving and ran off the road and passed away. His wife knew his widow real well, and she called him one day and said, I don't want this sale barn. I can't run it. Would y'all be interested in it? And they both said yes. And just show you how the Lord works. From the time that happened was September 1st, whenever he passed away. They had their first sale October 21st. The following month. And folks, if you don't know anything about buying a sale barn, that is the hand of God. Just plain and simple. You just don't go to the bank and say, hey, I'm going to buy a sale barn, I'm going to write a check, can you make sure it clears? It don't quite work that way. And on top of all of that, you have to get insurance, and it's a lot. So for that to happen as fast as it did, that was God's plan for their life. In Jeremiah 1:5, it says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nation. Folks, that right there, it says it in the Bible. God knew you before your mom and daddy even thought about making you. We all have a destiny, a plan in life. The Lord has it set out to where He wants us. It don't always make sense, and it don't always line up with our thoughts and plans or where we think we should be in life, but a lot can change in a month, in a year, just like the individual that passed away that owned the sale barn. He was 36 years old. I'm sure he had plans, thought he would live to be an old man. We never know when our last day is on earth. We shouldn't take it for granted, ever. But with that being said, you also don't know what Lord has laid out ahead of you. You might be sitting there struggling where you are right now, beating your head against the wall, thinking, why, Lord, why am I going through this? But a lot of times you have to go through certain season in your life to get to where the Lord has you. And I'm here to tell you, once you get to where the Lord wants you to be, looking back, the journey won't seem as bad. It's still, you might look back and go, man, that sure was rough, but you'll be glad you went through it and got to where you are. So don't give up, folks. I've seen it time and time again. People just want to take the shortcut out of here, and that is not the way to do it. This holiday season, I know it can be rough on a lot of people that's lost loved ones, but there's still people out there that love and care for you. And if you're having a hard time, pick up the phone, call someone. I'm sure they'll be glad to hear you and want to talk to you. So don't give up. And I'm here to tell you, the Lord has a plan for your life. Don't believe me? Just call old Alan Starr at Stillwell Sale Barn. Ask him. He'll tell you about it. With that being said, while I was gone last week, my crew laid a little bit of hot mix down on Yellow Springs Road, down the other side of Summerfield, on a couple spots that been really needing it. We're we pretty much are done for the year with hot mix unless we get some really nice days. And we'll probably do a few more loads here and there. It's just not the time of year to lay asphalt. When it gets cold like this, it's hard to do it. But we're still chugging along. We're still making progress little by little. Patch crews are still out there patching every day. This week they're going to be out around the Calhoun, Latham area, Koshi. My painting crew, they're still out there. They're still painting, getting it done. Kind of hard right now with the rain we've been getting, but in between showers, they're still getting out there and they're getting some painting done on them old WPA box culverts, getting that done. Still got my blades blading a little bit. I got a couple of them off. A lot of guys are off right now. we're running a skeleton crew. I think we're down to maybe 12, 13 guys right now, just depending on the day. It's their vacation time. They've earned it. They saved it. A lot of them, they'll save it for deer season or this time of year, and they can take off and use couple weeks and really maximize their vacation and spend it with their families. I mean, it's much needed time off and deserved time off. Don't blame them one bit for that. Got a load of salt in this week, ordered, getting ready for this winter. Hope and pray we don't have to use it, but like the old saying goes, how's that go? Better to have it, not need it, than to need it and not have it. We have it on hand and we're ready for bad weather if or when it hits this winter. Next week is Christmas. We will be doing a show on it'll air Christmas morning, and if you don't always get to hear it here on KPRV, I've started a YouTube channel. Just go to type in Commissioner Corner Josh Blaylock, and it should pull you up there, and you can watch it anytime there. And some past shows, I don't have all of them up there. If you are listening to it on YouTube, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe. That way you don't miss any of our new shows whenever they come out. We appreciate everyone listening. We really do. And if you ever need anything from us, just give us a call, 918-647-3600. We will be taking all of next week off. We was only scheduled to work one day, and a lot of my guys have already went ahead and put in, and I say a lot of them, all of them, to be honest. So no one will be in the office next week, but if something does arise and it is an emergency, contact the sheriff's office and they'll contact me, and we'll get a crew out there and we'll get it taken care of, whatever it may be. That's been the Commissioner's Corner, and I'm Josh Blaylock, your county commissioner. Thank you.